Hi there, Marcus de Maria here with your crypto insight of the day, brought to you by your crypto club. Now, you might have heard of Telegram having its ICO, and they said they were going to have a pre-ICO and then a main sale. Maybe you even use Telegram, especially if you're doing your research into ICOs. It's like a WhatsApp, but just much bigger and more simple. People like it, especially in the ICO space. And quite frankly, I'm really disappointed. They raised 1.7 billion. That obviously isn't very disappointing. But I'm disappointed in them because, first of all, why do you need so much money? What for? See, one of the things that you look at when you look at an ICO is, what is this money going to be used for? What is 1.7 billion going to be used for? It just doesn't make any sense. This makes it the largest ICO by far. Not only that, in its white paper, it says this will make it a truly decentralized system for the masses. But they've just announced that they are not doing a main ICO. And so what they've done is they've gone to a couple of hundred private investors that have demonstrated that they have either a net worth of $1 million or they have an income of $200,000 a year, or together with their spouse, $300,000 a year. So you say that this is for the masses, but actually it's only a few hundred that now have these tokens. So I don't understand what the tokens are for then. This is clearly an investment then. So this falls into the hands of the Securities Exchange Commission, saying, all ICOs need to come under our remit because this is a security. People are investing in order to make a profit. This is a private sale, really, and it doesn't go to the masses. Not everybody now has a token, so I don't understand what the tokens are going to be used for. I'm confused. I'm disappointed by the whole thing. I wasn't going to buy any anyway because I didn't understand why they were going to use it. The whole thing doesn't make any sense to me at all, which is a real shame. I'm disappointed just because, is this going to damage the reputation of the whole crypto/ICO market? I think it might, but well, we will see anyway. So if you did manage to get in, which I very much doubt, because I think they only had a couple of hundred people who raised 1.7 billion dollars, so the likelihood of you being able to get in was not high, and now they've said that they aren't going to go to a main ICO sale anyway. So it's very disappointing for the whole decentralized mass market as they claimed it was. But there you go. But there's plenty of ICOs out there, so make sure you keep going and don't give up. Every day do 20 minutes every day, just because you never know when a nugget's going to come along. So at the moment I'm looking at Quark Chain, for example. They're getting it right. Oh my goodness. In order to be eligible to get into that one, you have to do some kind of a test to see whether you really understand what Quark Chain actually is. I think that is an awesome idea. Or you need to have either kind of talked about it or tweeted about it or on a forum or on Reddit and I like that. That's a really good idea. So what they're doing is they're ensuring that it stays a utility coin. Okay, unlike Telegram, it ensures that only the people that are really... See, that's the whole point of this whole space. We've got to remember that with the internet, the HTTP, the protocol, in order to send, those people, the value isn't in that. The value is in what's built on it, right? So the Mark Zuckerbergs, the Jeff Bezoses, the Amazons, and the Facebooks are the ones that have all the value. And that's why they're well known, and that's why they're billionaires. The people that invented HTTPS, the protocol, which made it all happen, they're not even known. Who are these people? I don't know their names. And they definitely are not billionaires. They're probably not even millionaires. So, but with the internet, it all changes. The value is in the protocol. So the value is in the people that buy the tokens, that contribute to the ecosystem, that make the whole thing grow. They get tokens for it, or they've invested early. I shouldn't use the word invest. Bought tokens, right? It shouldn't even be an ICO. Who came up with this initial coin offering? It's bullshit. It's got nothing to do with that. It is a token generation event, if it's a utility token. So I love that about about certain ICOs that are really using it in the spirit in which it was intended. And but it's interesting because, you know, a company like Polymath, for example, and we interviewed Trevor Kaverko, the CEO of Polymath. Great guy, really like what he's standing for. He's been in the space, you know, since the early days, early investor in Ethereum. I think it was like 30 cents he got in, and EOS and some others. And very interesting because he believes that, you know, most of them are securities. They're not utility tokens. Now, man, what is it? You can't put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig, you know. So it's, and he's saying that a lot of them are going to have to, of the ICOs, are going to have to acknowledge that they are securities and are going to have to use his platform, Polymath. That's why I invested in the Polymath ICO, because I just thought, I agree with him that is what's going to happen. Anyway, lots of different insights there, brought to you by your Crypto Club.